this episode, we visit the Head of the Charles, the world's largest rowing regatta.
Lactic acid, listen to this. Boat fast as town will go, and sometimes
This is the story of Whitehall Rowing and Sail. I'm Harold Aune. Marie Hutchison and I started building Whitehall Spirit rowboats over 30 years ago. These classics are handmade in teak, bronze, and fiberglass and built to last 100 years. We also build rowing boats in maintenance-free space-age thermoplastic, and the Oar Board Rower that converts a paddleboard into a high-performance rowboat that stores in the apartment and travels as luggage. Join us in the shop, the office, on the road, and on the water as we revolutionize the sport of rowing. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. Your comments are welcome.
We packed up 5 boats in Victoria, BC to bring them down to the Head of the Charles in Boston, Massachusetts, sharing the love and the joy of recreational rowing with the greatest and largest rowing regatta in the world. The Head of the Charles Regatta is very popular. Hundreds of thousands of people come to visit, and we were really excited to show our stuff, connect with old friends, and meet new friends.
My name's Diana and I started a rowing club in Westminster with using 2 oar boards from the park purchase.
That's really great, and the oar board makes it really easy for people to learn how to row. Is that what you found?
Absolutely, because it's stable, because it's on a sub, right?
Yep.
And so they can't tip over, and so you can just focus more on the technical parts.
Yeah, we call it getting rid of the fear factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right. So it's been wonderful to see these new rowers pick it up more quickly because they're not scared of tipping it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And the other thing that's interesting about it is, like, when you look at bicycling, they're only about 5% racing, right?
Right.
With rowing, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So our goal is to get more people out on the water, you know, in good quality equipment, fun to row, using their entire bodies.
Absolutely.
Which is what sculling does. Yeah.
One of my patrons, he had rowed for over 50 years.
Wow.
And he saw that we were doing the Learn to Row, and he jumped on an oar board, and it brought back those college day rowing years.
Right,
yeah.
okay. Well, get in touch with us. I mean, we help clubs, right?
Okay.
Whatever we can do.
Thank you.
Okay. It's a pleasure meeting you. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. How neat. And you guys live where?
And he's been running the Marine Corps. I mean, I'm sorry, the Boston Marathon. In the meantime.
So now you're here for switching it up.
Yeah,
it's great cross training, running and rowing. Hey.
So the first race was how many years ago?
My first one was 65. The first.
Oh wow, that was
the very first year.
I
cool.
took a 53-year break.
That is pretty amazing.
Since,
That's crazy.
70, yeah.
Wow, how cool.
I'll try to get back.
The Head of the Charles Regatta, also known as the HOCR, is a 3-mile rowing head race. It's held each year on the Charles River, which separates Boston and Cambridge, Massachusetts in the United States. It's actually the largest 3-day regatta in the world, with 11,000 athletes rowing in over 1,900 boats in 61 events. According to the Greater Boston Convention and Visitors Bureau, the 3-day event brings in 225,000 people to Greater Boston and $72 million into the local economy. The competitive field at this regatta includes team competitors from colleges, high schools, and clubs from nearly all American states and various countries. The countries will compete with their national teams, including rowers from China, South Africa, Croatia, Ireland, Netherlands, to just name a few. The age range of the athletes spans from 14 to 85 years old, with experience levels from novice to Olympic. In 2007, approximately 10% of the field was international competitors. On this 3-mile course, rowers and coxswains alike have to navigate under 6 bridges among turns to make it to the other side of the course and log the best time possible. You'll see many top racing shell manufacturers in the event space and in the tents, including Wintec and Hudson, who have been steadfast in the rowing industry. Clothing vendors, souvenir vendors, and all types of sellers from the rowing industry show their wares and sell their wares here at the head of the Charles Regatta. They say there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes. Rowers are a unique breed, and so are the fans. It turns out that rowers quite like the rain. In fact, it calms down the water, makes it smoother, and makes the rowing a lot more enjoyable. Although when you are sitting on the water, it does get a bit cold. We were quite surprised by the amount of fans who showed up in support of all these great athletes coming down the course, rowing in the rain. And again, a little bit of weather won't stop you, especially when you're smart and wily and have the right gear, as these women show us with their mylar blankets that they used to keep warm while also conserving the weight. Here we have a couple of doubles coming down the course. You can see the speed. There's some Calgary dynos. Shout out to our Canadian doubles in this race. The double is quite a competitive race, as are many of them.
It's a boat full of underdogs representing an underdog nation. In 3, 2, 1, row! Rowing, particularly in the 1920s, was one of the most attended sports in the United States. The boys in the boat was about strong, tough kids, but they were poor and hungry. They were rowing because it's the only way they could stay in college.
The public was infatuated with this race. On race day, 750,000 people showed up on the banks, and all the shops in London shut down. Everybody went to the river, and they had this race, and it was a very, very close race. Harvard actually took the lead for the first 2 miles. And there's a big, huge horseshoe bend, and Harvard was on the outside of the big horseshoe bend. Oxford pulled up and got about a length lead, and took it in and won by about a length and a half. This was 1869, 3 or 4 years or so after the Civil War. Great Britain supported the South. And the South captured a ship called the Alabama, or was renamed the Alabama, sent it off to England, and they outfitted it with guns and everything that they needed. And that ship destroyed thousands and thousands of tons of cargo in the United States. So there was a bitter political war between the United States and Great Britain. The discussion, this is a historian from that time, not a rowing historian, but he states that because of the goodwill, for instance, the U.S. basically asked Great Britain to give the United States Canada in lieu of everything that was lost. And but this race was such goodwill because Harvard was a huge underdog. They only had 5 colleges. Oxford had 21 colleges. They had hundreds and hundreds of rowers, and Harvard had only a few dozen. So the good spirit that was, the competitive spirit that was existed, melted this sharpness between the United States and Great Britain.
So you have 2 fours.
2 fours, yeah.
Life lactic acid burning, listen, Johnny smooth. Row your boat, fast as down will go, and some happy birds roll
Beautiful. Hoorah! 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 To the water! To the water!
At the head of the Charles, I had the pleasure of rowing in a coxed 4 with an old rowing friend of mine, Ed Ives. Ed Ives raced with us at the San Diego Crew Classic earlier this year, but this time at the head of the Charles, he was honored in proper fashion. Ed was inducted into the U.S. Rowing Hall of Fame. Ed is not just a cancer survivor, but also a silver medalist from the 1984 Olympic Games in the coxed 4. Also won bronze at the World Championships in 1986, gold in 1987 at the Pan Am Games, and gold at the Goodwill Games 1986 in Moscow. 3 cheers for Ed and his full crew, Thomas Kiefer, Michael Back, Gregory Springer, and John Stillings. Great rowers, great memories, great athletes.
It's a wrap.
Awesome, it's a wrap up from Head of the Charles.
Loved it here.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Diana, Heather, Harold. We've got Adam here. On this side.
Hello, welcome to Boston. Welcome to Boston. It is a sunny day, a little bit breeze, which rowers, but much better than yesterday. Much better than yesterday, where the rain and the wind. But yeah, it's wonderful to see you. Welcome to Facebook Live. All 0 of you. No, 0 stars.
0. People are coming in. Let's see.
And this is Heather, who's just been an absolute brilliant help to have along with us.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
good to be here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. We've had some crazy rain yesterday, but look at our location. We're in the coolest spot. I'll show you our booth a bit. We've got the 13.4 Blue. That sold in the first hour or so of being here. Pretty exciting. We're offering our boards here as well for sale, so that's been something kind of neat for people, taking them home with them at the end of the day today when we pack up. So easy departure for us today. Then we've got the 16 double in our booth. We've got the junior 10. We've got a really cool setup. Adam Kreek is doing free book signing for his book on our booth as well. He's got some left. There might be a couple left. There was 2 cases. And then we've got a bit of Whitehall advertising back here going on too. Kind of neat. We've met a lot of Whitehall owners. But something that's kind of cool is we're in such a neat spot. We're right across from the Boys in the Boat booth, which is a huge event and a huge story, a really cool true story, really neat history. I read that book about 10 years ago. It's a great book, and now they actually made it a pretty, they're actually making it, well, it's out there, but it comes out in Christmas. But George Clooney's produced it, so it's a national, made for Hollywood TV show now. It's going to be kind of neat to see it that way. I'm excited to see it. Someone told us yesterday, I already streamed it and saw it, and said it's not as good as the book, which is always the case, I find. Yeah, so we're getting a little sun today. We had wind the rest of the morning, but it's kind of calming down here. And what else has been happening, Harold? He was just playing the guitar for a bit. We missed that.
And that was fun. We did some Mongolian overtone chanting to a guitar from a guy from Mongolia. It was absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, I didn't see someone walking by with a guitar at this event.
Too many Mongolian rowers. And they're mostly horse people.
Yeah. And I'll show you the crowd about how busy it is around here too. This is pretty much a constant stream down through here. You can see, pretty cool place. I'll walk over and show you a bit of the race as well, which is really neat to see. Hi Annie, who's watching. Just sneak through. Sorry, I'm just going to cut through. Sorry.
It was really fun.
So you can watch the races from the bridges, but they're a bit far from us. But some really cool spots to watch up top, and there's places everywhere to look that are just packed with people watching the races. So I'll show it to you a little bit here at the head of the Charles in Boston. Happening right across from our booth. Which is a very cool spot to be. You can see the crowds watching everyone. It's a pretty busy river there. They're waiting to get in line up to their start of the race. They have to go single file under the bridge. I'll try and show you under the bridge here. See if you can see it. Pretty neat event to be at. We're pretty lucky. It's our 3rd year here with the Oar Board, and people are excited about it. I think we went through 100 price lists on the first day. We had some pretty good crowds, and yeah, a lot of. I'm gonna come back over to our booth, try and get across. It's like a traffic lane here. Get it back in, and we're just on this side here. So if you're here at the head of the Charles, come and see us right across from the Boys in the Boat booth. We'd love to have you come by and check out the Oar Board. Come say hello to the crew and meet. We've got Adam Kreek, gold medal Olympian rower, in here with us. Harold Aune, Oar Board designer and owner as well. And there's lots of cool different companies here with all kinds of different stuff. A lot of clothes, a lot of boats. Even a really cool jewelry place next door.
Did you go for a walk through there?
I didn't go through it, no.
Why'd you go through it?
On the live?
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone want to see this?
I love that.
Okay, I was telling you about the Boys in the Boat movie. I'm going to walk you up here and show you the booth and what's happening in here. If I can get across the crowd here. Sneak by. There we go. So that's the booth there. It's a pretty good setup. Lots happening in here. A lot of history about the movie. It's the 1936 Olympics. It's pretty cool. Behind here is the fancy breakfast spot. Probably can't hear me too well through here. It's probably too loud. There's a lot of neat stuff in here. They did have a TV version of it made once, but now this is kind of Hollywood style. Made by George Clooney. There's a picture of him there, the director. And so I'm not sure the history with him. Maybe he used to row. Or so there's some reason he wanted to make this into a movie. He looks pretty involved. He's in all the pictures of him. It's going to be a good movie. Looking forward to seeing it come out at Christmas. We've got part of the boat here to come and take a look at too. Kind of neat to have that here. We're doing awards and stuff behind us as well, so there's quite a bit happening in here. It gets to be warm having breakfast up there in this enclosed area. Much warmer than at our booth, as you can tell. It's kind of like a greenhouse in here with the sun coming through them, which is nice. Well, thank you for watching. And who do we got now? Here, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Hello. Well, we're just signing out here. Any of you just watching here at Boston, head of the Charles, with the Oar Board Rower. We're from Victoria, BC, so pretty neat to be at this event in Boston, across the continent with 5 boats we brought. We've got the 14 yellow race board and the red one set up here, the 13.4 blue, and then we have our 16-foot double and the junior 10. So that is, we brought 10 bags to make the 5 boats, and we checked them all in as checked luggage on the plane and flew them over here. Everything arrived perfectly, no problems with our flights, which was amazing. We arrived about 12:30 at night and came and brought everything. Hi Jennifer, there's my sister watching. Brought everything right to the booth. It's under security at nighttime. Put it all in our booth, and then came back first thing in the morning and set everything up, and we've been non-stop busy here ever since. Just been good. Jennifer's watching from back home in Victoria, BC. We are about 3 hours ahead of you, Jen, so hi. So it's 11, almost 11:30 here, so you're about 8:30 there. Come and say hi. I'll bring you over to say hi to Harold. Harold, say hi to Jen. She's watching too.
Hey, how you doing?
Just put a little hi on there.
Wish you were here.
Yeah, you missed Harold's guitar solo, but we'll be posting that soon. You'll get to see it. A duo. Sorry. Yes, him and Adam. Yeah, sorry. I missed it too. I had a crowd I was talking to at the time, so I didn't get to see it, but I got to see the video, which was pretty fun. Okay, everyone, thanks again for watching, and hopefully Thanks, Jen said have a good show. We are having a great show. It's been a huge success already. We've met tons of really cool people, tons of club owners that want to put this in their rowing club in different places around the world, which has been pretty cool. Got someone in Bahamas, China, lots of US clubs, Egypt, some really neat stuff. So Chile, so yeah, really good connections here. So we're enjoying being in Boston, head of the Charles. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Next time, join us behind the scenes for the Black Friday video shoot.
It's increased the amount of oxygen my
Hi everyone, just here to announce that Black Friday is coming soon. So those of you thinking of gift ideas for Christmas, a present for yourself, the Oar Board is awesome on Black Friday!
Black Friday!
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button.